Hello folks, I'm Martin Bourne and this is the first video for Red Giant Wargames. At the moment I'm stood in the remains of what used to be the domestic appliance shop in Camberley. As you can see, it's well, it needs something. Put it nicely. Focus please, thank you. So far we've been at this place and doing some work on it for what, 3 days, and as you can see, most of the gutting out and move stuff around so that it can be reused. We need lights up there. Has already been sort of done. This is going to be just sort of a video to take you through what we've, so you can see from very beginning to very end of the product, and fingers crossed this can become a regular thing where we show you what we're doing here at Red Giant. Lots to pull out up here still, might have to wait. Upstairs you're getting a full sneak peek, or you would be if I'd remembered the keys for that door. Dock surgery for repairing models. Well, for now. And here's the office stockroom. I can't show you. Look through the window. Looks great. Awesome. Stuff that's been left behind by the former occupants. We've got a grand total of 5 phones in the place for some reason. Microwave, which would be nice. That's more or less where we're at. So far it's been me and a handful of my friends and family have been helping rip this place out. I'm quite impressed. In 3 days we've managed to get all of the freestanding units downstairs dismantled. All of the flooring tiles pulled up, you can see them there. If I could zoom on this, you could anyway. All the junk put in one corner so that we can hire a skip and get it all thrown out in one go. Scrap metal in another place so we can take it to the metal merchants. Stuff. Canteen's been pulled out, ready for me to work on today. Got my paint ready. Upstairs office is sorted, upstairs stockroom is sorted, dock surgery is more or less done. The upstairs gaming room I'm not going to be focusing on until we're open. So yeah, that's about it. Hopefully I can give you a couple of updates through the day and let you know a little bit more about what we do. Fingers crossed you might even see some of my minions who are helping me get this place. Oh, I've got to pick up a dustpan. Who are helping me get this place sorted. This is the former units for the domestic appliance centre. As you see, a big chunk of MDF that we should be using for several large tournament boards. They're about that size. More down there, and one over the back there. So yeah, fingers crossed, the next few weeks you should see this place change from an empty shell into something amazing. Yo, me again. Thought I'd fill you in a little bit. As it's quiet and I'm expecting phone calls on exactly why Red Giant has popped up and what it is, what it is I'm trying to do with the place. Even if it's only a sort of slight something. I've got the keys for the office now, by the way. Basically, what I want to do. Oh, isn't it lovely in here? There's an amazing view of. Yeah, well, maybe don't look at the view. We haven't had a proper gaming store in Camberley for probably about 15 years, if not slightly more than that. There's been several hobby stores who've opened up and you could buy models and you could buy paints. One of them you could buy remote control cars. Very few you could actually play or paint in. They didn't have the facility, so that's why I've taken on such a big store as the first store, so that we can actually have tournaments. I can have a room to rent out for people to play role-play games, all of that good stuff. What I'm going to be doing is stocking Games Workshop. That's a must. Stocking things like Privateer Press, all the War Machine, Hordes, Mantic, Reaper, all of the other big names who aren't quite so popular and aren't quite so well known, we're going to be stocking. But as well as that, I'm putting things out to try and find the little companies who do the quality stuff that isn't known and you don't see every day, you hardly ever see. So far I've got some stock in. I've got something called Demonscape, as you can see. Some pretty interesting looking stuff, and this is all made by a guy who's in the UK, him and his wife Terry, and they produce it in their own home, as far as I can tell. But the quality on it is amazing, because they haven't got the massive overheads of some of the big companies. It's nowhere near as expensive. We've got someone else here. This is Spectre Scenics. They're all in little baggies. I've just boxed them up for ease of storage for now. They're all custom bases. You can't really see them through the plastic. Oh, can't see them at all. Anyway, the Vermeer ones have like skeletal remains on them. Sovereign has pentacles and magical symbols. Palavan has like a temple pattern on them. Reaper's got dead bodies on it. And Chunker's all trench works. We've got that stuff. As well as that, I've been using, because I used to sell stuff on eBay quite a lot. I'd buy stuff up, refurbish it, repair it, strip the paint off of it, resell it and make my money back, usually with a nice little profit. Well, as well as that, I've been scouring eBay and picking up model kits. Technically these are second hand, however, every single one of these here has been taken off the sprue, and that's it. They haven't got their original boxes, they haven't got their original instructions in some cases, but apart from the fact they aren't on the sprue, they are all brand new condition models. On these repairs. Any that have been missing parts, usually it's been bases for the bike models, so they didn't always come with them. I've been putting in cast either the current equivalent, which I've ordered from Games Workshop, or the custom cast ones from one of our more obscure suppliers. So as you can see at the moment, we've only got 2 suppliers have sent stuff to us. I'm expecting delivery from Weird Miniatures. We should be getting a simple miniatures delivery at some point, so you can expect Privateer, Mantic, Malifaux, all of that kind of stuff. As well as a lot of the Kickstarter stuff we're supporting. But we're supporting the Kickstarters, and I'm following stuff that is interesting, isn't coming out yet. But when it does come out, we'll have the stock on it. There's recently a company called Dreamforge who make Titan scale models. We're running a Kickstarter. We've put in a pledge so that we will end up with, when they send the pledge manager out, we should end up with about 8 Titan scale miniatures with a variety of different arms for people to come in and buy. Again, that's something that's not you don't usually see. There's a role-play game by Monty Cook that's just finishing on Kickstarter called Numenaria. Now, those of you who don't know Monty Cook, shame on you. He wrote a lot of the Dungeons and Dragons stuff, but this one's based on Earth so far in the future that none of anything that's going on today would have any historical relevance anymore. Several billion years in the future, so humanity's even not the same anymore. Yeah, all of that kind of stuff. Anything that's obscure that I think, hey, I don't see this and it's interesting, it's well made, I'll buy in. I'll get it in stock and we'll see how it does. If it goes well, great. If not, it's still great. We've still got stuff that people will come in and go, ooh, that's interesting. So fingers crossed. You can probably see out my nose for most of this video. Fingers crossed. We've had a lot of interest already with just people asking as they walk by the door what we're doing. It should. I sound like I'm trying to convince myself. It should take off. We should have quite a lot of interest. And now I'm just waffling. So I'll speak to you a bit later. Bye.